Hey my lovely Sages, welcome back to the Guiding Chariot and welcome to your Cancer reading. Alright, this will be a general reading for all Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. My only ask is take the messages as they resonate. There is no need to force anything. Alright my loves, we are going to get right into it because these readings have been a little bit longer this round, which is actually fine. It works out wonderfully well. We've had a lot to talk about, so we're just going to dive right in. Sagittarius, I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you're enjoying the start of Cancer season. Alright, let's see. Cancer season tends to... Oh, hello. Oh, we're going to take both of those. First card out, look at that. Four of Swords. Take it easy. Take it easy, Sag. Y'all need a break. Ooh. Scorpio also got Page of Swords. They're going through a little reinvention, which I think you guys are too, having that card return. Alright. What was I talking about? Oh, yes. So, Cancer season tends to bring up a lot of the feels, right? So some people aren't the biggest fan of Cancer season, mainly the ones who don't like to feel things. Can't really escape it this time. Especially considering we've finally wrapped up retrograde. We're still in shadow period. We just had our last supermoon of the year. This morning, actually, now that I sit here and think about it. Had that beautiful solstice earlier this week. Lots of great shifting, lots of beautiful new opportunities. And you guys seem to be going through a little bit of a reinvention. We have that Four of Swords out coming up first. And don't worry, I'm going to show you the cards. We're kind of just talking till a few start to come out. But you start off with that Four of Swords, right? Which is the needing to... It is a card of rest, but for you, I feel like you need to kind of slow down. You kind of have to pare back a little bit, is what I feel like. You've kind of been doing the most, or been wanting to do the most. Let's go with that. You've been wanting to do the most, whether that's what's been actually happening or not is up to you, but it feels, yeah. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, however. Now, you also know I don't really read the aces in reverse, because to me that energy is too pure anyway. What I think this is what I was getting to with the Four of Swords. You've been wanting to do the most, and I think that's resulted in trying to do this, trying to do that, staying on top of this, staying on top of that. You know, for some of you, if you're a people pleaser, that definitely gets thrown into there as well. Trying to be everything for everybody. Not what you should be doing right now. Right now, you should be working on your goals, because you are starting to redefine some things, whether this is redefining boundaries, whether this is redefining your career, whether this is choosing a new direction, if this is upgrading and changing a certain situation or a relationship. Whatever it is that you've been manifesting, there's been too much energy being spread too thin, and that's why this card is coming up in the reverse. It doesn't mean you're not getting what you deserve, doesn't mean your manifestations and your desires aren't coming to you. But it literally just means you've been spread way too thin for far too long. And actually, bottom of the deck, look at that. Nine of Swords. Anxious, worried. Am I doing enough? Honey, you're doing too much. You're literally doing too much. People around you probably love it. They're like, great, someone picked up the ball that I didn't want to pick up. Thank God Sag is there to do it. You kind of get to stop that now. Well, I shouldn't say get to. You should. You should be stopping that now. It's so funny. Literally, as I do that, like, it got overcast outside. Like, my whole room just got darker. Whoa. Knight of Cups. Love to see this. And this is coming out under that Four of Swords. Now, normally, and traditionally, I see the Knight of Cups as a new love, right? It's a suitor. It's someone bringing in an emotional offer. Those of you who have been manifesting new love, that definitely can be showing up here. And, you know, you've been so busy doing other things, that might have been what slowed this down, bringing it up in the reverse. Honestly, for most of you, I feel like this is an apology. more so than it being new love. So I don't want to take that off the table. But majority of you, this feels like an apology. This feels like someone coming to like, oh shit, I just realized what I did to Sag. That's not cool. For some of you, you even may have been hurt by whoever this person is, whoever owes you this apology. Someone probably took advantage of this situation. Six of Cups falling right in the center. So this could be literally a family member. This could be definitely someone you've known for a while, you have a history with. Having the Six of Cups show up in the center of the deck, though, this is actually super, super great. Because Six of Cups is a really beautiful, positive energy. We talk about soulmates, right? When we look at the Six of Cups, right? And it's more so the feeling, right, that you have with this person. It's the connection, right? It feels like being a kid again, where things are just playful and fun and enjoyable, and we just get to chill and be authentic and be who we are, right? Like, look at these kids just being silly and goofy together, and no one cares. No one cares. They're just having fun. They're having a good old time. They're having a laugh. They're sharing a moment. This is that bond. This is that connection. So not only is it where you are coming from, right? Doing all these things. I want to make people happy. I want us to have a good time. I want to be comfortable in my lifestyle. You know, this is where we're coming from, but this is also where you're returning back to, right? Now, that doesn't mean you're necessarily going back to this person, whoever it is, but everything you're shifting and readjusting for your life right now is to return you back into this feeling, right? Because we definitely have come out of it. That's why we need this Four of Swords moment, right? For whatever reasons. I'm not calling anyone out here. We also have the Hermit card here. Hermit card is all about maintaining hope, having faith, and looking and seeking for guidance. But looking and seeking for guidance within. You'll notice this guy is like, he's like in a cave. It's dark. He's like in the deep sea. This is an internal journey. Again, taking it right back to that Page of Swords. What is it that makes you happy? What is it you want to be doing right now? It's not about people pleasing. It's not about being there for everybody. It's about being there for yourself, especially inner child. When we're talking about this Six of Cups. Someone, if this isn't a vibrational match, someone coming in, you know, to bring new love, this is someone recognizing, oh, damn, I really took advantage of Sag. That was not cool of me. I keep saying all of this, bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. This is self-love right here. You also have the Magician card, which I think is perfect. So you have this need to rest and recover and recuperate your strength, because we're starting to realize what needs to shift and how we want to do things differently, because we haven't been feeling the way we want to feel. Definitely have been doing and will be doing some introspective stuff to figure out really what it is next steps are. For some of you especially, it's going to be about that faith piece, right? Because I keep staring at this lamp, which we all know that the star is what's inside that lamp, right? That energy of hope and faith. But the symbolism of these glowing spheres, right? Because we have this, I don't know if you can see it. Hold on, let me put this down. So you can see the light in here. It's not a flame, right? It's like a glowing orb. Hopefully it's focusing on it. But like between that, my eyes are going between that, the golden coin of the Ace of Pentacles, and then now the crystal ball of the Magician. So that theme being tied through of this golden sphere, right? This guiding light, this inspiring force. And then also golden because it's a prize, right? It's something positive and good. That's where the hope and optimism comes from. This Magician is you taking all of that, harnessing that magic, harnessing that abundance, and really taking control of it. Making that move, getting that job, right? Building that opportunity. It's so funny because I think when we get to here, and when I say we, it's like as you go through Cancer season and as you're on your journey figuring all this out, I think when we get to here, Sag, it feels very serious. Like this energy feels very, like I feel like the tone in my voice just got like slower and lower and just was like, this is what we're doing. And that's not a bad thing. I don't bring that up to like bring the mood down. But it's speaking to the commitment and the dedication and the focus that's there, right? Like, it's serious in the sense where, like, oh, this is happening. I'm doing this. You know, no, I can't waste my energy on anything else. Like, we're doing this. Oh my God, look at that. Next card out. 9 of Wands. Steadfast. This is you not budging. This is you with these boundaries set up, right? This is my responsibility. This is my kuleana. This is what I have to take care of for me. I can't be distracted. I can't take on more than I can handle. And it's not that you can't handle it. It's just, this deserves your dedication. This deserves your 100%. If you have to filter that down to put more things on the list, you're sacrificing the quality of this endeavor. You also have the 2 of Wands here. So yes, a choice needs to be made and needs to be stuck to. But remember, this is you exerting your will. Same like the Magician, right? This is us putting our intentions and our will out into the universe, right? So you're dreaming quite big, Sag. I almost wonder if having the 2 of Wands down at the end here... Well, okay. This may not be for all of you, but I'm going to say it anyway. And the only reason I like question is because we're all in different, you know, steps in this journey. I feel like for some, which is why this is coming up at the bottom, I feel like for some we're still in the like releasing and shifting phase, getting rid of all the wonkies. So for some, you're already up here kind of knowing what this 2 of Wands is. We kind of already know what we're changing, what we're shifting. I think for some, there's a lot more, and it doesn't mean you're behind, but for some I think there's a lot more releasing that still has to happen, you know, where others didn't have as much to release, so they, you know, they progressed a little faster down this road. So for those of you, I think we're gonna go take this one a little deeper, because again, like, I don't feel this is a lot of you, but I feel like for some of you there's just a lot of releasing. Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of releasing that still has to happen before we get to this vision of where we're going. You have the 6 of Swords that popped up first. A 6 of Swords is a card of moving on and travel and things getting easier, but it's in the reverse. So this release is something we've been a little stubborn about, right? We've either been... Thank you. All right. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so you got 6 of Swords in reverse, the Lovers, and the 2 of Swords. There's a lot of blocks going on. For sure, it could be emotional. Doesn't necessarily have to be within a romantic relationship either. This could totally be family. This could be friends. This is just a connection. Because the Lovers also speak to choice, right? Choice is a big thing. You even have another 2 here with the 2 of Swords. Choice is a big thing, you know, and it makes perfect sense why the Magician is showing up. Because this is all about the choices we make, Sag. And you're the one in control. So whose decisions do you think call the shots? Yours, baby. Yours. So there's something for sure. For those of you who still kind of like, I'm not here yet, I don't know what this is, or I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do about it, what that end all looks like, there definitely has been some type of block. And I would strongly guess that it has to do with some type of relationship. And remember, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could easily be a parent, right? Your father, your mother, could be a friend, could be a business partner. Something that happened in a certain relationship really hurt you, made you angry, right? We talked about someone owing you an apology at some point. And this, I think, is where this shift happened. Where we kind of moved away from the 6 of Cups because someone messed with that reality and maybe changed the way we looked at something or saw something, you know, and then that's where we start trying to fix it, right? But it was never truly broken. So that's why we're returning to that. We're starting to understand that. We're starting to not need that. But some of us are still at an impasse, right? I'm not trying to call anyone out, but I almost feel like this is like playing out in your mind, you versus the other person, and you just like, I need to be right. I need you to tell me that you were wrong, right? And it's like waiting for that to come through is what slowed down this process. It's not. It's just not necessary at this point, right? Because you know what happened, right? You don't, whether they know it or not that's on them, right? But I feel like for some, we're still hung up on that. I need to hear that I was right and you were wrong. And honestly, that's there. It's coming. But you don't need it, right? For your own sake, it's really time to like let that go. So for those of you that really are, we're gonna take that. That'll be a little bonus. I don't know where to put you. We're just gonna leave you there. So you have the Hierophant that popped out. So it could be speaking to a spiritual practice and faith. It also speaks. So I think this is maybe the third or fourth reading Hierophant's popped out of. He's been showing up a lot. Hierophant, the thing that really has been coming through, because it is a card of learning, it is a card of religion, and all those things. What's really been coming through is the like doctrine, the really like strict and firm nature of the Hierophant is what's been coming through this round. Because there are certain ways to do things. There are, traditional checks and balances on how things should be performed. It's kind of rigid. And, some people don't really care for this particular energy because it's so rigid. It's very Saturnian in nature, right? This is the way it's been done. This is the way it should be done. And this is how we make it through, right? Which can also be frustrating because you have the Page of Swords, which is our rebel. That person's not afraid to think outside the box, to reinvent the wheel. Where the Hierophant is saying, no, the wheel is as it should be, and it should always be this way, right? So that, get a perfect 3 flip right there. Look at that. I'm going to finish this thought, Spirit, and we're going to talk about that. So those two energies butt up against each other. Can be rough, can be frustrating, but again, there's that other parallel of just being stuck, right? With just 2 point of views that are just bumping heads. There's a lot of integration that needs to be happening. There's a lot of, for some of you, forgiving that needs to happen, right? This struggle isn't worth it. Both of you want to get to the same goal. Hierophant wants you to get there through time-tested measures by traditional practices. Page of Swords wants to get there by being creative and inventive and creating solutions to problems no one has ever thought of. But essentially, both of them want you to solve the problem. Does it really matter how it gets done? Does it matter who's right or who's wrong? You're both heading to the same party. All right? So for some of you, that Four of Swords really is releasing and letting go, right? And not having to, have the last word or anything like that. And again, this is for you. Like, waiting and being stubborn about this is only hurting you, right? It's just slowing down your progress and keeping you sitting in this spot waiting. You don't need to do that anymore. You really don't. So you have the Ace of Swords popping up on this Four of Swords. This is clarity, truth, communication, and honesty, right? For sure it's the clarity, like hands down, clarity. You also have the Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups, she's not coming out negatively aspected, but to me this is that energy of being hyper reserved, having those guards and those walls up. They don't serve you. They keep you out of this Six of Cups energy. Now, she also speaks to preserving and protecting what's special and what's meaningful, right? That's what she keeps on that ship, and that's why she doesn't let everyone play with her ship, because it's priceless to her. Only the worthy get to play with that ship. So it is a bit of a double-edged sword. Because, right, you want some protection when the time calls for it or when there's people you don't trust, but you can't have those walls up 24/7, 365, because then you start blocking out, intimacy. You start blocking out friendship. You start blocking out the light, right? And then you're wondering why you're sitting here stuck in a castle. You never let the drawbridge down. Okay, babe? I also think that because right after that you have this Wheel of Fortune, this is that shift, this is that change and opportunity, and it's coming out right on that Ace of Pentacles, because we want to right side up that baby. We want that energy to come in and not stay waiting. With that Wheel of Fate also, I think that's helping with the release too. Oh, right on the Knight of Cups. You see that? Literally right on the Knight of Cups. And it's the Eight of Pentacles. This is, you know this card is my, like, mind your business. Head down, do your work. Sorry, not 8, 7. I can count. Right? That's 7. 7. My bad. I cannot use my own eyeballs. 7 of Pentacles. Watch the 8 come out later. That would crack me up. Anyway, 7 of Pentacles. Honestly, I still kind of stand by that mind your own business. Like, just do what you need to do. 7 of Pentacles is a card of patience, right? We're waiting for harvest. You don't have to, like, that waiting isn't passive, right? You've been waiting for this apology. You've been waiting for this person. You've been waiting for this relationship. Yes. But that waiting doesn't mean you just sit there on a stool and just park it and wait for something to happen. It's not a passive waiting. It's active. There's still things for you to do. And I think that's why I was getting the energy of the 8, right? There's still so much for you to do. You've got your own passions, your own desires, your own work to do here with that Hierophant card, right? So it's not this damsel in distress, Rapunzel locked in the tower kind of moment. Oh, okay. Yeah, look at that. 6 of Wands falling out for the 6 of Cups. Recognition, right? Recognition, victory, success. Falling out in that 6 of Cups. It's especially the recognition. Honoring and recognizing what you deserve, what makes you happy. What you should be accepting also. And I think it's hilarious because the 6 of Wands in this particular deck is also another child. Right? And actually, while I say that, because there's only 5 children in this 6 of Cups. Now you have 6. Like, look. So it's giving me, it's like you're finally complete. Things are finally whole again. Right? There's harmony and balance once more. Ooh, Cancer season for you, Sag. Might be a little heavy. Honestly, it might be. Now, I say that. I don't see a lot of heaviness in here. So I'm not saying that based off of anything in the cards. But I just feel like there's a lot of transformative moments coming up for you, but a lot of that is probably going to be connected to some heavier emotions. So we got some cards that fell down, 2 of them actually, so perfect. Oh, look at the last one. Oh, love this. All right, let's go through these cards, shall we? So under the Hermit we have here it's the 8, right? Don't want to make that mistake again. 8 of Wands. So when we're going through this Hermit card, looking for that guidance, that intuitive understanding who we are, there is insight and messages coming. So you definitely are going to be successful in that journey. The understanding, the clarity that we know is coming, right? We had in the Ace of Swords, showing up again with this 8 of Wands, messages coming in. They can be intuitive messages because we are talking about the Hermit. So they can come through meditation, through dreams. Either way, they're going to come through stillness, right? So it's not something that you have to push, right? We started this reading off with that 4 of Swords. They come through stillness, right? So, Sag, you may want to be really honest with yourself and take some time to meditate. And it doesn't have to be like half an hour every day, but take a minute, or before you get up in the morning, before you've gotten out of bed. Take a little moment, take a breather, do a few breaths, stretch a little bit maybe. It'll help you. It will help you. Magician, you've got the 2 of Swords in the reverse. This is beautiful. So not only is this commitment to your decision, this is also moving forward, removing the obstacles, right? And that's what we're releasing. So it's perfect to see that coming out. Nine of Wands being clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. This is going to be a process. It's going to be a journey, right? It's like going to school. You don't show up the first day and get your diploma tomorrow, right? You got to put in the work. You got to do the steps. You got to finish one class and the other. Get one certification then the next, right? So this Knight of Pentacles is speaking to the journey you're beginning. It's speaking to the process. This isn't something we are doing on an impulse. This isn't something we're winging it through, right? This is something we're dedicated towards. This is something that we are passionate about. We see value and importance in it. That's why we don't want to take any risks here. This is a big, I was going to say step. It's not a step. It's a process. It's going to be a whole journey. But we're beginning it. This first step is going to be very, very significant. And then this last card coming out on this Two of Wands is Temperance. So yes, it is your card. You are showing up for yourself. You are showing up in your own reading. Here you are. It also is a card of patience, right? It shows the angel of patience coming out right after this Knight of Coins. So definitely we're putting in some time. We're putting in some effort, right? This isn't a flash in the pan, get rich quick scheme. This is for the long haul, right? Temperance is also about divine timing. And I say that because I think that time is coming, honestly, if it's not already here. Because I don't feel the waiting game, right? Which is ironic because we have a card of patience, slow moving energy. So we also have cards of inactivity, right, with the Four of Swords. So we have a bunch of cards that are saying it's not active, we're not moving, we're not da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But honestly, the vibe is you've been waiting, you've been practical, and that's all good, right? I feel like the moment that Spirit has been kind of prepping you and grooming for and setting you up for is almost here, if not already upon us, like I said. So that moment, what you should know is that it's a catalyst. It's not the full manifestation, which I think is where this Knight of Pentacles is really shining. Because it's the first step is finally here, right? So it's not the full enchilada, but this is the journey you've been waiting to take. Right? This is where it finally begins. Now we're taking step one. And I feel like that's really coming through as such an important message down in this last row. Because I almost feel like Sages, I almost think the perception is like, oh really? Oh, I get to start a new journey. Great. When do I finally get to have the journey? Right? I'm so kind of over being, oh, another one. Oh, it's another job. Oh, it's another relationship. Oh, it's another meh. I get it. What is beginning is not the other one. It's not the next one. It is the one. Right? Whether this is a person, whether this is a job, whether, whatever the situation is. We've kind of talked about some of the possibilities. But the phase that's starting to happen is the one you have been waiting for. It is the one. It is the one. I was trying to think of something to finish that sentence, but I was like, no, that is the sentence. It is the one, right? So we've got to ask for help. Like I said, this is a journey and it's a process, right? This also kind of goes in line with the Four of Swords, right? You deserve some rest. You deserve some peace. This isn't something you have to do on your own. Some of this ask for help for some of you may also be about delegation, right? Instead of me kind of owning everything, I need to take some time for myself. So you know what? Can I give this piece to you, this piece to you? I'm going to save this piece for me, but I'm going to give this other piece to you, right? So it's delegating to make your load a little heavier so you can take that breather, so you can have that step back. For some of you, asking for help is about this journey. What do I do next? What school should I go to, right? What direction would you recommend? Or I want to follow this path and you have some expertise. What do you think my first step should be? Do you have any advice for what I'm about to do here? Right? So that can play out in multiple ways. I think for most of you, it's going to be more of the latter, to be honest. And then some of you, especially those of you, that we talked about with this Two of Wands down at the bottom, probably will be up here. So you can kind of calm down and have some time to process what's going on. Okay, I think those are the last few we were waiting for. Yep, blessings. We definitely know that those are coming, right? We've already seen it with the Ace of Pentacles. We know that there's some divine guidance and assistance coming through there. Oh, we're going to do these two together. And then you have healing and friendship. So friendship for sure, you don't need to do it alone. These are the people that you are going to recover and recuperate with. So there definitely is healing in social settings for you. Does that mean you have to be super, super social and go to every party and invite you get? No, of course not. You are totally entitled to recoup on your own. For some of you, this friendship may just be, soul family. This may be those you are super close with. It doesn't have to be every single person in your life. But I think there's going to be a lot of healing for you in social situations, right? So have a beach day. Like, it's exactly what we can see in the cards here. Have a lovely beach day. Cleanse and rejuvenate, soak up some of that summer sun. Good stuff. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Spirit, we are not taking all of that. Although, check out this guy staring at you. Look at that. You know what? I was going to put that card back. We're going to keep him. Spiritual warrior. Be fearless. Stand strong. Again, I don't think this is going to be a super defensive time for you. But I think this is being fearless with your commitments. Traveler, move in a new direction. That's that new beginning. That's that heading we were talking about. Both with the Ace of Swords as well as that Knight of Cups. And that warrior energy it's that Knight of Wands. That warrior energy is about, nope, follow through, do it. Don't get distracted, don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Ooh. Okay, some of you, because I know some of the Sagittarius who will be watching this video, and I know some of you are going to get chicken skin. This is that Lover's card we talked about earlier. You guys got Elder. Moving past ancestral patterns. Lots of family things being healed and broken with you. Some of you, this might actually be healing with your parents. They might be that Knight of Cups that is bringing that apology and that I'm sorry to you. So keep that in the back of your head. No need to run up to them and gloat about it or rub it in their face. Oh, thank you. But definitely something, confirmation for sure. And then look, here's that theme again. Sage. Be dedicated and committed. Yes. Oh, there's two here. Be dedicated and committed. And then you also have Summer. Bask in the joy and the light. Hell yeah. We talked about that Six of Cups. We've already talked about it. We're in summer season now. Be super present. Be super present in this moment. That is also what you need to be devoted and committed to yourself, right? We know that already. We talked about that with the Six of Cups. So there's a lot to be dedicated to during this season. But the common theme is it's all about you, Sag. Dedicated to finding your peace, your balance, and your happiness with that Six of Cups. Enjoying that playful moment. Remembering what it is just to do things for fun. Also being devoted and committed to this journey, to this cause, whether this is school, work, yourself for sure, right? Taking care of you, for you. For some of you, it can even be a relationship, right? But the key is that these are all things that make you happy. These are all things that fuel and nourish you. That's the beauty that's happening here, all right? Okay, my lovelies. I think we're going to wrap it there. You guys got a lot out in this, what was it? Yeah, like 30 minutes, a little over 30 minutes. Beautiful, beautiful spread. So remember, there's a definite need for you to do some recovery and some rest because you have some healing coming to you this season, right? Definitely releasing some emotional burdens. For some of you, we're breaking some family patterns. There's also this new opportunity for alignment, right? As you reinvent and recreate who you are becoming. So then the choices need to be made about what is it you're going to do, what path you're going to take, how do you move down this road, right? There is help for you if you need it, so don't forget to ask for help. But other than that, you have to focus on you. You are the big priority this month, right? Because even our final card in the spread was the Two of Wands, setting out your intentions. All right, my loves. I'm going to wrap it up there. As always, I am wishing you the best and sending you guys lots of love. If you enjoyed this reading, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button. Make sure you leave a comment down below. Let me know how this resonated. If there's anything you want to see in the next round of videos, please let me know. I kind of let some of the earlier signs know. I'm probably going to base it off of like patterns I've seen. So far, it's mostly been relationship stuff coming up. So I'm kind of leaning that way, but if you guys have your own thoughts and own wants, let me know. Let me hear. Sound off. And if you're new, as always, welcome. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. It's the best way to be notified when your next reading pops up. Until next time, my lovely Sages, take care, stay safe. I'll see you in your next reading.